Well, where do I begin? So, I haven't been on YouTube in so long. It's been a couple years now, and here I am again. Um, but I decided to make a video today because, certain aspects are happening in my life, and I wanted to answer some of those questions, that certain people are having or certain people are concerned, and I figured I haven't been on YouTube for a while and want to shed some light on it. And for those of you who have questions or pondering, I can answer them out. So let me begin by saying, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ulysses, and I'm nobody special. I work a 10-hour job like everybody else, and 40 hours a week, and 40, give or take 40, 45 hours, and I'm a full-time father, and that's not much to me. But let me start by saying that it's gonna be a little tough to say some of these things, but I'm gonna get them out there and just say it. And as far as me being blunt on everything I say, I am very blunt, and I will say what I need to say. So let's, with that said, let's begin. And so many of you question or think of it. The biggest question I get: why are you a fucking asshole? Why are you the way you are? And there's an explanation. So let's go back a few years. I'm 31 now, so let's go back maybe 6, 7 years. At the time, I was a kid, and I was kind of going through a rough patch in my life, and you know, uh, somebody came into my life, and they switched it literally from day to night to day. And it was like I was a toy in a box sitting on a shelf, and they opened me up, and you know they got to playing. I met someone, and she she changed my life forever, and I am forever grateful for that. And you know I did what any man would do when you find somebody like that listens to you and cares what you have to say. I fell in love, and you know my life changed completely, and I was the happiest guy I could be, and I thought life couldn't get any better, and I was wrong. It did. It got better. About maybe a year or so into dating, I married my best friend, and you know life got better because she gave me my son. Trying to get choked up. She gave me my son. And for those of you who know me and have seen, who I am and whatnot, you know that I am passionate about my son. I love my son more than anything. Sorry, guys. I love him more than anything. And I, the one thing that I care about, that I do really care about, is being a good father. Simply because I did grow up with my dad and my mom, but they were my biological father was never there. He left, and my mother was, unfortunately taken away when I was just an infant. But and my parents that I did grow up with, I am forever grateful. They were there to discipline me in every kind of way, and I am grateful forever to this day. And they have no idea how much I owe them. I owe them my life, and I love them. But uh, growing up, I had a tough childhood a little bit, and when I made a promise to myself, the day that I have a child, I want to be the best father I can be, and see my son smile, not steal his happiness. And I want him to grow up to have everything that I couldn't have. And I'm sure most of you parents, well, that's what we all want. I understand that. I understand it. My point of view is that my focus is always Nick. By the way, those who don't know me, my son's name is Nicholas. I call him Nick. My main focus is Nick. Everything is by Nick. It's to the point where, and I may be exaggerating here, but it's to the point where my son loves, loves pasta, loves olives, and loves cereal. And it's to the point where I start thinking, I don't really want to eat that because I can't eat it without him. How am I supposed to enjoy that without him? This is his stuff, I can't do it. And I know it's exaggerating, but I just think about my son all the time. So going back, my wife gave me my beautiful son, and in my eyes, yeah, he's close to perfect. His little smile, and the reason he's so beautiful is because he gets it from his mother. His mother's very very good looking, very 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 beautiful person, unlike me. But as far as we moved forward with our son, I was happy. I had gold. I was a rich man. I had my family. It was three of us. My wife, my son, and I, and I was happy. There's nothing in life better than having your family. And I know some of you are saying, "Well, you have family. You have brothers and sisters." No, your family, yours that you call your own. That's your family. But uh, we hit a rocky patch or a rocky road, and I'm not gonna get into too much detail because it's I will never expose the things that exactly happened that she did or that maybe I did. But I spent about a year of my life trying to fix our marriage when we hit that rocky road, and it only got worse. It destroyed me. And after that year, there was really nothing much I could do anymore but to simply give up. Sometimes in life, you just simply have to give up. There is no other option. And I can hear some of you. You can't think negative. It's not negative, guys. It's not. It's the reality. If the sky is blue, it's blue. If the TV is black, it's black. Don't lie to yourselves. Don't do that. That just makes a negative vibe because you're lying to your own self. You're only hurting yourself. So after that, then after not being able to fix my marriage, all I could do was just leave. And when I had to show up to this apartment and be alone, I broke. I had lost my family and I was on the edge of divorce. And here I was in a new apartment and no wife, no son. And there's nobody you can talk to. Nobody. Because no one will really understand how you're feeling. all you can really do is simply swallow that, suppress that. Some of you like to go to counseling. I don't like to give people my money that to pretend to care. No. I'd rather give my money to my son. Use it for better things. His food, his clothes. I'm not going to pay for you to care. And that's fine. You don't have to care. It's none of your business. Why should you? But I remember that night, and it broke me in ways that you wouldn't believe. It's a horrible feeling. And the feeling of losing your family, losing the woman you love, is the worst. It's to the point where, as much as I have enemies and people I hate and people I don't like, I don't even wish it upon them. I don't ever want anyone to feel the way I feel. Ever. No matter how wrong someone's done, they don't deserve it. No one should ever feel this way. It's horrible. So, after it broke me, I kind of went to a dark place. And the reason why is because I had already spent a year of my life trying to fix my marriage. But when the other person does not want to, then it doesn't work. You're just wasting time. But I wasn't ready to give up. I wasn't. And I didn't. Until a year. Then I did. I had no choice. So I tried to move forward with my life and, trying to be a father, a good father, and trying to suppress feelings because you don't want your son or your child to see that you're broken. It's really hard. It's difficult. Trust me. It's not easy for you to say, hey, don't do that in front of him. It's difficult because we all have feelings. No matter how tough you think you are, you're fucking not. Okay? Everybody's got feelings. Everybody has a heart. Everybody hurts. Everyone. You're no fucking gangster. You're no G. You're nothing. Everybody's human and everybody has a heart and everybody feels. And it's hard to suppress that. Especially when you see your son and all you see is, his mom. But, given a little bit of time, I tried to move forward. I really did. I did. And my best friend, more like my brother. He's blood almost. Might as well be. Cameron, have you seen this? I love you, man. Cameron always gave me advice. Cameron's my best friend, by the way. And always gave me advice on everything. And is always, and to this day, still here. And he's the only one who puts up with my bullshit. But, I try to move forward. I really did. And I try to make something new, a new chapter in my life, like some of you would say. And I met someone else. I did. And she was great. She was loving, caring, just the same. But without getting into much in that one, she did the same thing as Gabby did. And she left, and it broke me even more because I had given my trust and all my love to someone else again. And once again, I was back in the shitter. And I'm not saying that it's their fault entirely, because it's not. I had per se into that, but I never cheated or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But, as a human being, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Nobody fucking wakes up in the morning and be like, perfect. a piss excellence. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. And the moment you say that, you're already making a mistake right there, because nobody's fucking perfect, and you're not. Far from it. So yeah, we were both unhappy. The difference between me and them, and most people, is that I try to fix it. I try to work at it. I don't give up that easy because I don't want to let it go to waste. I don't want to just let it die. That's not me. You work at it. You give it a shot. Give it a try. You push through that rocky road and you see better days. But some people don't want to do that, and they just, fuck it, I'm done, and leave. And for, some people say, well, one door closes, two more open. And if you're that person, more power to you. The one that I can't fucking take, and I can't fucking stand it, is because, and I'm sure the person who's looking at this is probably like, what a fucking asshole, a dick. Because people call me negative all the time. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic. Reality. But my favorite one will always be, well, things happen for a reason. God wants it this way. What's the reason? Give me one good reason. Why? What's good about one feeling like this, or losing their family, or losing, the one they love? Give me one good fucking reason so I can become an asshole, so people can hate me, so people can be afraid when I walk into the room, for me to be unhappy. That's your reason? With those, then I'm entitled to go like this to you. I hate that. Things happen for a reason. That's the reason? Those are all bad reasons. I don't understand. The wall is red. We're going to paint it another color. Why'd you paint another color? What happens for a reason? Yeah, I get that, because the wall was fucking red. So it's like, that I understand, but it's asinine when I get that one. Be positive. Like, if I feel like shit, I'm not going to wake up and be like, it's a pretty day. No, fuck you. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm not going to fucking go into the mirror and say that shit either. And if you do, the more power to you. You do you. My only advice, listen to me, advice to you is don't do that to yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't do that. But it's amazing because some of the people that are alone, like I am, and people that feel the way I feel, they don't really show it. They kind of hide it, and then they go around saying, I'm good, yeah, I'm happy, and it's all good. And then they go out and give advice, like they give advice to me. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. When deep down, you're fucking dying. You're one bad day, one, from being me. I don't want you to be. But that's what's happening. The root of all unhappiness is being alone. Simple as that. Nobody wants to be alone. No matter how much you say it. Nobody wants to be alone. So with that, being said, I am this way because I'm broke. And it's not easy to fix a broken person. It's like glass. You break the glass, you can't really put it back together. God bless the person who tries. And that's kind of the people you kind of want to be around. But you really can't. And some people like to move forward and forget. I don't like to do that. I don't forget the past. because there were such precious moments. You just don't let go. Why do you choose to remember? So those memories can keep having life. Those precious moments you had, those laughs, they'll die. Because you're the only one who's holding on to them. But if you hold on to them, then they keep having life. And yeah, it hurts. It really does. That's probably why I'm always on edge. So now I go around just angry all the time. And let me answer your question. Am I unhappy with certain aspects and choices? Yeah, I am unhappy. Am I happy at times? Whenever my son's around, I'm always happy. Always. Not 100%, 200%. But my son can be around 24/7. Usually I'm here alone. And for those of you who know me, I like the game, so on my PlayStation or Xbox. But it's always nice to have that other person to talk to, or to say, hey, wanna go get a bite? And for those of you who are fortunate to have it, don't take advantage of it. Don't be that fucking douche. Got a lot of hoes. Got a lot of girls. You're only headed to one place, man. One place. And it's not up. I'm not talking about heaven or hell. Not that. I meant your choices. Because those are not good choices, bro. You're only headed for a deep hole of unhappiness. There's no way to live. I promise you. If you have everything, if you have your family, you have your kids 24/7, if you have that privilege to bust open that door and said, hey, honey, I'm home, to live the I love Lucy moments, and your wife says, hey, how was your day? It was great. How was yours? And then you see your precious child run to you. You hold on to those moments and hold on to everything with both hands and never fucking let go. You work at it. Any problem you get, that is true love. You have gold. Why would you ever throw it away? I know I'm not liked by many people now. I was back then when I was a kid, but after the person I've become, I'm not. But now you're understanding why I'm not liked. It's because of the way I am. Because I don't give a shit about anybody but one little guy. And that's my son. I'm used to people leaving now. But I hope that answers some of your questions. And again, if you guys are happy and are in a good place, in a good state of mind, then you work at it, okay? Don't be dumb. Don't make dumb choices. Think before you make any choice. There are more things important than other things. So, as far as me being on YouTube more often, maybe. It depends how much time I have, which I have a shit ton of time. I just need to learn what new content to put on here. Maybe we go back to gaming and movies reviews, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just update people on my life. Anyway, hope this answers some of your questions. I hope you guys have a great day. I know some of you don't believe me, but I do. I really do hope you have a great day with your family, your kids. And I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. I'm out.